Brought to you by Express Care Health and Skin Center. Get in, get out, get better.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are talking tonight about restless leg syndrome. Express Care's Dr. Jitka Lom is with us in studio and is going to answer some of our viewer questions now. All right, Doc, the first question is, does genetics play a role in restless leg syndrome?
It probably does. I think this condition is one that isn't really well understood. There's a lot of studies being done on it, and it's a little bit different from person to person as far as what their aggravating symptoms are, but there may be a component.
Okay. Does restless leg syndrome ever go away by itself?
It can go away. I think if people are stressed out, these type of things get much worse. Also, if they've had a lot of insomnia, that's one thing we hadn't mentioned also. If they let's say have been traveling a lot or working too much, they haven't been getting enough rest, their limbs will not be as relaxed as another person. So just getting more rest and sleep. And the other things that may aggravate are caffeine, smoking, and alcohol, the three.
The usual things that you bring up almost every week that we're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay, and that actually leads into the next question is, how can a good night's sleep or how can someone get a good night's sleep when they have restless leg syndrome?
So trying to put some hot packs, massaging the legs, maybe putting some lotion on them to just help relax them, maybe some Vicks, even something like that with a sensation that might make your brain think about something different. Putting your legs up. Some people that have varicose veins notice this, and this is a trick and a tip for those of you who do get leg swelling during the day. Come home and put your legs up on the wall if you can. Lie on the floor and put your legs up on the wall as high as you can comfortably, and that will drain the blood and some of the toxins that haven't been able to get back up to your central area. That will drain them down and help your circulation, and also help you feel better in your legs as far as not being so tired and achy. So that's a really good thing to do when you come home from work. Just put your legs up on the wall for 5-10 minutes even.
I was going to say, how long can you do this for? Because that's a good excuse not to do anything.
Well, you could explain to your family that this is something you need to do for your health. They'll probably be happier when you're happier too.
5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there a connection between iron, as you mentioned, and restless leg syndrome? So you kind of touched on this earlier.
Yeah, the mechanism isn't really that clear. But we do know that when your iron levels are low, of course, you're not oxygenating as well. So perhaps it's something to do with that your lower limbs are just not getting the oxygen that they need, and that's another reason to put them up sometimes.
Okay, and when you talk about iron, how much iron again did you need?
So this is something you don't want to just experiment with. You do really need to have a blood test done to check and see how low your iron is, because here on Guam we also have a condition called hemochromatosis, where there's actually iron overload. Our red dirt around here contains a lot of iron. That's why it's red. And when we eat the food and so on that's from the area, we may ingest quite a little bit of iron, and many people on Guam actually have a genetic predisposition to holding on to their iron. So you don't want to just take iron randomly. You want to first make sure that you actually have a deficiency, because the opposite can be true, is that you have too much iron.
Okay, good to know. Can depression and anxiety result from restless leg syndrome?
They sure can, because if you're not getting a good night's sleep and you're very restless, you're not your brain isn't getting the rest that it needs, and that results oftentimes in anxiety, depression, concentration, and memory problems. So and also relationship issues when your sleeping partner maybe isn't getting the rest they need.
Okay, so good, at least 8 hours, right?
And we try.
Okay, all right, and then are there certain physical activities that can help alleviate restless leg syndrome? And you did talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. Walking, yoga, again, putting your legs up if you can, massaging them. Swimming, also an excellent activity for your legs. By kicking, you tend to help that circulation and blood flow.
Okay, is there anything else that we didn't touch on that you'd like to give to our viewers regarding the RLS?
Just to know that there's help available if this is a condition that's disturbing you, and it's not really that uncommon. Lots of people complain of that once in a while.
Okay, sounds good. So iron and magnesium, you said,
helpful.
Are the 2 things, and then putting your legs up on the wall. I think I'll go home and do that.
Try
All
that.
right. Well, thanks so much for
You're
coming in,
welcome.
Doc. We always do appreciate it. And remember that Doc will be back again next week, and we're going to be talking about home remedies for the common cold?
For the common cold, flus, stomach aches, things that you can do at home to help your cough even.
Okay, and congratulations, by the way, on your grand opening of the second location of Express Care. Briefly, you want to tell our viewers just a little bit about some of the specials going on there?
Thanks very much. Yeah, we thank you for that. We do have some Black Friday specials coming along here at our Express Care. You're more than welcome to drop by at the Micronesia Mall or Agania, and they include the Zerona Slimming. That's a nice, easy way to help yourself with fat removal if you overdo it on Thanksgiving. And then we have chemical peels, microdermabrasion, radio frequency tightening, lots of different things for your face, and Bleach Bright for your teeth at half price.
All right, wow, good stuff. So make sure to visit Express Care at the second floor of the Micronesia Mall as well as the Agania Shopping Center. Thanks, Doc. We'll see you next week.